All right, everybody. So you're thinking about using AI to build your WordPress site,
Yeah,
which makes sense. Building a website can be a real pain.
it can.
It takes forever, and if you're hiring someone, it can cost a fortune.
Right.
But thankfully, now we've got these AI tools that can really help out.
Absolutely.
And today we're going to be looking at two of the biggest players,
Yeah.
Deepseek and ChatGPT.
Two very interesting tools.
They're both AI-powered, but they each have their own strengths.
Yeah, they're very different.
So we're going to dive into each one, figure out how they work,
Yes,
and most importantly, help you decide which one is the right fit for your needs.
that's the goal.
So to start off, can you give us just a quick overview of these two tools? Like, what are their backgrounds and how do they approach web design differently?
Sure. So Deepseek is the new kid on the block.
Okay.
Brand new. And it's really focused on doing the technical stuff really well.
Technical stuff.
Yeah, like the stuff that happens behind the scenes.
Ah, okay.
And doing it in a way that's really efficient and cost effective.
That sounds good already.
Yeah. And then on the other hand, we have ChatGPT, which has been around for a while.
Right.
And it's known for being incredibly versatile. It can do a lot of different things.
Like what?
It can generate content, write basic code, even create website layouts.
Wow.
It's a jack of all trades.
So it seems like both tools can help with WordPress in their own way.
Exactly.
But how do they actually work in practice? Like if I'm sitting down to build my website,
Yeah.
how can I actually use these tools? Let's start with ChatGPT. I've heard so much about it.
Okay, great. So ChatGPT is really user-friendly.
Okay, good.
There are a lot of plugins that let you use it directly inside WordPress.
Right in the dashboard.
Yep, so you don't need to know any coding.
Okay, that's good for me.
Yeah, so for example, let's say you want to add a quiz to your website to make it more interactive.
Right.
ChatGPT can actually help you build that entire quiz
Whoa,
without you having to write a single line of code,
that's impressive.
right? And it can do things like generate blog post ideas,
Yeah.
even write entire blog posts for you.
Really?
Yeah, and if you get stuck with a bit of code,
I always do.
ChatGPT can help you debug it.
That would be a lifesaver.
So it's really helpful for a lot of different tasks.
So ChatGPT sounds amazing,
It is.
but I imagine it must have some limitations too.
Of course, every tool has its limitations.
Right.
So while ChatGPT is really good for quick wins and adding common features,
Yeah.
it might struggle with more complex tasks,
Okay.
like building really custom features or handling huge amounts of data.
So that's where Deepseek comes in.
Exactly.
It's like the specialist for the tough jobs.
Yep, Deepseek is all about performance and efficiency.
Right.
It's designed to handle those complex tasks.
Okay.
And it's especially good for things like e-commerce sites.
Okay, why is that?
Well, e-commerce sites often have a lot of products,
Thousands.
and they need to be able to sort and filter those products in all sorts of ways
Right.
so that users can find what they're looking for.
Right. Deepseek can build the algorithms that make all that possible.
Algorithms.
Yeah, the rules that decide how things are sorted and filtered.
Okay.
And it can do it really efficiently.
That's important, especially with so much data.
Right, because if your site is slow,
People will just leave.
exactly.
Yeah.
So Deepseek is all about making sure things run smoothly.
So Deepseek sounds really powerful,
It is.
but it also sounds like it might be more complicated to use.
It definitely has a steeper learning curve.
Okay.
It's designed for developers who are comfortable with coding.
So it's not really for beginners,
Not really.
but for people who know what they're doing.
It's a great tool.
And what about the cost? You mentioned Deepseek is cost effective.
Yes, it is.
How does it compare to ChatGPT?
Well, Deepseek can actually save you a lot of money in the long run.
Really?
Yeah, because it's so efficient, it can cut development costs by up to 40%,
Wow, that's huge.
especially for large projects.
So for businesses with big websites,
Deepseek could be a game changer. Okay, so we've talked about the pros and cons of each tool,
we have.
but how should someone actually decide which one to use?
It really depends on your needs and your skill level.
Oh?
If you're a developer who's comfortable with coding
Yeah.
and you need to build a really powerful custom website,
Okay.
then Deepseek is probably the better choice.
Okay.
But if you're not a developer
Right.
and you want to add some common features to your website
Yeah.
or create some great content,
Okay.
then ChatGPT is a great option.
So it's about finding the right tool for the job.
Exactly.
That makes sense.
Okay.
Well, this has been really helpful. I feel like I have a much better understanding of these two tools now
Good.
and how they can be used to build amazing WordPress websites.
Yeah, and the most exciting thing is that both of these tools are constantly evolving.
That's true.
So we're really just scratching the surface of what's possible with AI and web design.
It's mind-blowing to think about what the future holds.
It is, and that actually brings up an interesting question. As AI becomes more and more integrated into web design, what do you think will happen to the role of human creativity and design intuition?
That's a great question. Something for all of us to think about as we move forward with this technology.
Absolutely.
Well, on that note, I think we'll wrap things up here. Thanks so much for joining me today.
You're welcome.
And to everyone listening, go forth and create those amazing websites armed with the power of AI.
Yes, good luck.
We'll see you next time for another deep dive.
Bye.
For more, watch one of our other videos. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and click the notification bell so you can be alerted when we post another video.